Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Movie Time. Actually, this is our first episode, and it feels right at home. I've been recording recently so many different videos that it has gotten a bit familiar for me to be in front of the camera. But in this series, I want to discuss with you guys different movies that I am interested in and that I think they have a lot of insight that can help us all. I find that movies are like books. They have a lot of information and wealth of knowledge that can serve us well in life. And that's the reason why I chose to talk about books and movies. Now, I don't let me put it this way. My analysis of a movie, it's pretty pragmatic, and I try to focus more on the nitty gritty rather than going in the little details here and there. I'm not much for the drama, but there are some great stories out there that need to be told, and if they create impact, why not? The whole purpose of sending a message, it's hoping that whoever is going to get it is going to receive it well, effectively, and it's going to do what it's supposed to do with that information. As long as the information is loud and clear, and um, and it's good information, because even if it is bad information, it's supposed to create an impact, whatever it is. Now, let's not talking. I'm going to tell you now what's the movie that I'm going to talk about today. And it's an interesting pick from my perspective. The title is, I believe, Dallas Buyers Club. And when you hear the title, it has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with what the movie is all about, except for the connection that there might be about buyers clubs. But you will never associate that title with AIDS or drug usage, which I thought it was pretty cool. And from my point of view, I was somewhat blown away in different from different perspectives. I see that the director presented a story of this individual who was at some point in his life terminally ill, and all of a sudden you get told in a very blunt way, you're gonna die, and you only got 30 days to live. And you're like, what? Obviously you are in disbelief, because you don't ever think it's gonna happen to you. And I think that's an attitude that we all take very commonly, taking for granted life. And I think it resonates the fact that people take life for granted, period. And it's interesting to see when individuals are involved in self-destructive behavior, that if something like that happens to them, they're like, what? No, me? No way. Really, dude? I mean, have you seen what you've been doing lately? And it's not a matter of being judgmental. It's about understanding the psychology of people, that when they're confronted with facts that are hard to deal with, they choose the easy way out, which is denial. Or, I don't know, in some cases people get so traumatized that they go to the extreme. Ideally, people will do what they are supposed to do in order to maximize the time that they have left. It's a matter of approach, But I personally enjoy very much the movie from the standpoint that it presents this individual with different options, and he chooses what he chooses to do. And in a desperate attempt to save himself, he goes through all these different paths and trying to get what he thinks is going to help him. It's terrible to see once again how society functions. You know, it's so corrupted at so many levels, and these companies don't really care about people. You know, they're all for themselves, and it's terrible because they build up their business on our backs, and they just don't care. Life is not that important for a lot of people. Also, in terms of the plot, I thought it was a pretty cool story to tell. I'm sorry, I'm going to fix this light. And that's a very good material to work with. In terms of performance, I have no complaints, obviously, to see these individuals, you know, portray difficult roles emotionally and physically, you know, because you have to make really believable the fact that you're sick to the point that you are fading away. I think not only Matthew McConaughey, but also Jared Leto did a great job, you know, putting themselves out there that way and challenging themselves to stretch that muscle. I thought it was a great performance, and I'm sure they got a lot of awards because of it. I am not very much into following up with the Emmys, Globe Awards, or the Oscars, but I am trying to pick movies that are of substance. And that's the reason why I picked this one, to talk about it. I mean, if you guys have any suggestions or any comments, by all means, you know, I like to engage into interesting conversations, and that's why I'm doing this. Obviously, some days I'll be picking up movies that might be different, probably genre, different quality, but the whole idea is to create variety so that we can all have an option to talk about different things. I seriously don't know what's going on with my phone because every time I start recording, it becomes dark, this screen. And it's not me, I swear. It's my phone. But anyway, guys, I wanted to bring this movie to the table because I thought it was pretty interesting. And not just from the humane point of view, but also from the society point of view, because it exposes so many sides, you know, the responsibility of society and not taking care of these individuals, you know, who are sick. And on the other hand, how you know, how terrible it is to be in a position like that where you're at the expense of others and there is not enough solutions created for you. So at that moment, it was pretty trying and scary, I would say, just, you know, to say the least. But I love the way they presented the story. They came through with a good message, and I enjoyed it. So if you share with me the same views, you can drop me a line. If you don't, that's cool too. You know where to find me. This is Annie again from Movie Time. And subscribe to my channel. Give me a like. If not, that's cool too. And I'll see you soon. Take care.